Number 5, Aaron Delaney.
I can see Andrew coming.
Okay. Hello, hello. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello. All good? What? All good?
Got that one fairly good there, actually.
Oh,
Gavisi.
Gavisi.
That's right. Gavisi.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. Sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. Sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. All the pain.
Find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.
Welcome to a sunny North Hobart Oval here for this round 5 Anzac Day clash between the Hobart Zebras and Taroona. I'm Andrew Cooling, bringing this one to you for Slice of Cheese, and a very promising game in store today. I think two teams that play a good style of game. Zebras, of course, the dominant force in women's football over the past 12 months, but find themselves 9 points back from the leading northern pair of Ulverston and Launceston City entering this game, as do Taroona, which makes picking up 3 points absolutely vital here. The sun is shining. It is a lovely Anzac Day here at North Hobart. Should be a good occasion. We've seen one Super League game played this ground earlier in the season. The season opener was the Zebras on that night who beat South Hobart 2-0. So this Taroona team should be a tough nut to crack, although a couple of the bigger names are on the bench as they make their return from injury. But really looking forward to this one. I think we've got two teams that play some quality football. The Zebras prepare to enter the fray here. Mascots lining up over there. Taroona coming out of the opposite corner. We'll get the team list for you in a second and see who these sides have got starting. There is Zebras.
Starting now.
On the other side there, number 2, Kayla Mason. She's a very versatile player who played on a wing earlier this season. We've seen her in centre-back roles, full-back roles, defensive midfield roles, really just a plug-and-play wherever the team needs the type. Erin Delaney, I'd probably expect at full-back. Maddie O'Brien, one of the best centre-backs in the state, commanding presence at the back, and a real leader is the captain, number 9, Alyssa Bowden. Well, I hope she's playing a striking role with that number, but to me, one of the best attacking midfielders going around. Bowden has a real eye for goal. And a couple of the new signings in the middle there, number 13, Caitlin Roberts, and number 15, Lucy McGregor, both very comfortable on the ball, fit right in this Zebras team. Monique Undy, well, we've seen her rolled out up top this year in a slightly different role, but has been playing that target kind of centre forward role, and doing quite nicely with it. Georgia Burt, star in the middle of the park. Number 20, Lucy Johnson, hasn't quite hit her best goal scoring touch that we've seen over the past few years, but we know what a threat she is, and I wouldn't expect to see her down in the goal scoring charts for too long. She'll be surging up there in no time for sure. Number 21, Rachel Riddler, getting the start, scored 2 goals last week, more of a defender, but was thrown up there and found the back of the net twice, so some good goal scoring form for the Riddler. Number 27, Casey Ponting, will play in net, and well, just tells the goalie in multiple sports, also a hockey goalkeeper as well. On the bench, Danielle Canagiza, who I don't think we'll see today. She's still on the return from injury. Alessia Colanzi, Sarah Morris, Alana Colanzi, and Erin Lawler. So a fairly young bench there. Sarah Morris probably the experienced attacking option they might choose to deploy throughout the game, but a minute's silence first. So there is the minute silence for Anzac Day. We will have the full Anzac ceremony before the MPL game with the last post et al. But moving on to Taroona, the Hobart Zebras opponents for this one, and still no Izzy Atavi. She's out injured, but Sarah Lalagavisi will be between the sticks. Ashley Tolman, been really impressed with her, the impact she's made so far for this season. You know, a real force down the wing. Zoe Horgan, very classy midfielder without Adeline Aiton, is going to be really key to this side today. Josie Painter, play midfield or defence. Lisa Bremner, probably expect as a fullback. Eloise Dick, another one of these youngsters who continues to improve. It's a very young team, this Taroona one, but they're certainly trending in the right direction. A couple of others there. Zola Blackwood Coyle. Number 10, Marion Dunbabin, is someone who Coach Ben Horgan has spoken very highly of. Number 12, Estella Cruikshank. And number 15, Lily Hulton, who's probably going to lead the line with number 16, Eliza Crop, coming across from University. A handy 1-2 punch up top to be sure. On the bench, Danielle Raymond, Mia Kane, who's been heavily involved this season. Melinda Minstrel, good to see her on the comeback from injury. She's on the bench but won't be able to start today. And Adeline Ayton, who came off the bench, played a half and nearly won the game for Taroona last week against Launceston City. They were 4-1 down, I think, when she entered the fray, pulled it back to 4-3. They'd dearly love to have Adeline Ayton starting, and I'd expect to see her in the second half today. So they just want to be hanging in there as long as they can. They can keep it close when their star substitute enters the fray. You'd never know. Rounding out the bench is Maeve Dunbabin, the second of the Dunbabins in this Taroona team. So a little bit short of full strength. Hannah Manuela, another one who needs to come back into this Taroona side at some point. If they can get everyone out there, they're going to be a real force, but they've battled some injury problems to start the season. And lost a couple of them, as you can see, Minstrel and Ayton on the bench. Close to a full return. They're just going to be without them today, and for that reason I'm probably going to give the edge to the Hobart Zebras in this one. I think they're probably the stronger of the two teams. As I wrote my preview earlier this week, they've always served up great games, these two teams. They've met 6 times over the past 14 months. All 6 have gone the way of the Zebras. That's just how these games have ended up going. They've just had that killer punch at the end. They've had the nous, the will to win that champion teams have, and that's something that perhaps a young side like Taroona is still searching for. And it's going to take a big effort from them today. On the big pitch here at North Hobart is the other feature of the game. Zebras, of course, have played one game already on this one, so they'll be familiar with it. But I do have to say it's a larger pitch than most of these players are going to be used to. But all is in readiness, and looking forward to this one here at North Hobart Oval on Anzac Day. It's Taroona looking to move the ball towards Holton, but one's smashed out of there. Tracking it back there is Blackwood Coyle. Appears to be lining up at left back today. She punches that one up the line, but is quickly picked off there. Midfield, Delaney work here forward. Blackwood Coyle steering it in the Dunbabin direction. Scrapping away with Delaney. Getting the better of her was Dunbabin, and then gets the better of Mason as well. Sliding it through for Lily Holton. She wanted to shape onto the right, plays the cross instead, and tracking back in defence was Georgia Burt. Bremner now with a chance to cross one in, steered away by Riddler. Bremner picks it back up, another chance to curl one in. Johnson keeping her for company there. She's wearing the number 20, Lucy Johnson. She's beaten here by Bremner, but the cross picks out only Maddie O'Brien, is going to steer that one away. Josie Painter showing good intent to attack this one, getting there just first was the number 9 of Alyssa Bowden, and it's out off her for a throw in. So a good first 60 seconds from the Pirates here, a good positive show of intent to begin this one. And it's Lucy Johnson driving the Zebras forward now. Off at the back though, should be dealt with, and it is. They work it out to Bremner again. On the line for Lily Holton. Holton doing well. Still scrapping away with O'Brien is Holton. The cross should be picked off by Mason. Didn't really get much conviction on the clearance. And a set piece opportunity for Taroona, the first corner of the day. Monique Undy again leading the line for the Zebras as they play the short corner to Zoe Horgan here, who drives to the byline. Zoe Horgan with a deep cross to Tolman, who didn't quite direct the header. Lovely play there from Zoe Horgan. Zebras as they play the short corner. Inside there, found some space. Zebras defence. Across, they took Ponting out of the equation and stood it up. Tolman just couldn't quite get the header right. That's wonderful work there from Zoe Horgan though. There's a chance created, but a tough one. Powerful Taroona winger out there on the left. Casey Ponting will play it short. Kayla Mason. Long she goes. Not into touch. So Delaney with the throw in. Tolman working it forwards. Holton spinning on the ball well, then threading it through for Tolman, who might be in behind here. Ashley Tolman, she's charging into the box. She's got one to pick out in the middle. She goes near post. And across just to clear off was Maddie O'Brien. Slacking the direction, but it's the pace of Tolman. Any problems for Delaney early on here, getting in behind down that flank. Should be an outlet you'd imagine the Pirates will try and use quite often in this contest. Terrific burst of acceleration. Burning off defenders this season as O'Brien lofts that one out off the head of Josie Painter. Monique Gundy's first involvement is try and work it to Johnson, but that one's picked up by Cruikshank at the back there. Now Georgia Burt. So often the dictator in midfield for this Zebras team. Struck it out to Caitlin Roberts. And Delaney. Here fours there. Bowden tidy on the ball. Works his back to McGregor. Now Johnson. Lucy Johnson dropping the shoulder. She's so dangerous when she does this. Instead opting to play in Roberts. Roberts with the cross in the Undy direction. And it's well taken there by Gavisi. Safe pair of hands from the Taroona deputy. Playing in place of Izzy Atavi, who's out injured at the moment. One of our favourites, the sweeper keeper. Slice of cheese, but good first test pass there by the Taroona goalie. Really is a gorgeous day for football here at this historic old venue. Lovely day to come out as this one's knocked into touch by Blackwood Coyle. Throw in. Broken up there by Taroona. Quickly one back to Delaney. Now Mason. Mason from McGregor just left a little short for O'Brien, but she gets there anyway, and then out across to the Riddler. And Lucy Johnson. That's a wonderful ball from Lucy Johnson. What a hit that is. It might set up Roberts. She's in on goal. She strikes it early. Tolman was doing well. Tracking back there and didn't have to put her off. Wonderful ball over the top from Johnson though. Just took the defence completely out of the equation. She's won the ball back here for a side, Johnson. Steered away eventually though by Cruikshank. Into the middle for Tolman. Combining there with Dunbabin. Back to Tolman. Now Lily Holton. Impressed with her hold-up work so far this year, and she's really linked in well with the likes of Croc and Kane and Tolman when they've played. Might not have the goals to her name, but it's been doing some very good work so far this season, Lily Holton. Continuing to grow as a player, and this one's in the Ellie Crop direction, who takes a touchdown. The clearance went straight into Ellie Crop, still with a chance here, keep her out. Didn't have the power to beat O'Brien, covering wisely on the line there for the Zebras, but near miss there for Taroona, who've had a good couple of moments in the opening going here. Here's Lucy McGregor, spreading it out to Caitlin Roberts. Roberts plays it over the top for Monique Gundy to run onto. Will she get there first? No, Lagavisi was there, got a foot on it. 2-1 back by Alyssa Bowden, trying to combine with Undy. Defence comes out. Sally Horgan tracking back to do the defensive duties there. Now Ellie Crop. She's dispossessed, Undy. Shadowed by Horgan. Now Burt in behind for Roberts. She's got in a couple of times here, Caitlin Roberts. She takes the shot on this time and drives it over the post. But, they're having a little bit of success with just playing those balls wide on the right here and playing in Roberts behind Blackwood Coyle. That's twice now. She's been able to sneak in behind and grab a yard on the fullback, but this time blazing well over the top. Bremner. To Cruikshank and then out of there by Ellie Dick. Running up in the middle of defence today alongside Cruikshank. Here is Ellie Dick. Driving it in the Holton direction. Kayla Mason tracking her. As well does Lily Holton. Cuts in onto the right. Now crosses over the head of Ellie Crop. Riddler sees that one out of play. It'll be a goal kick. Signs early for Taroona though. In there, pressuring the Zebras' defence. Probably just shading proceeding slightly. It's been a pretty even opening to the game though. Both teams looking more than capable of breaking through. And if you're really going to anything to go by, I'd expect a few goals in this game as Morgan works it into the middle. And nice work from Ellie Crop. On space where there was none, then cut back inside a Riddler. It's a teasing ball, which is steered away by Mason. Morgan will jump back on it. The playmaker of this side, so important to their midfield. They've lost it here. Lucy Johnson. Some nice defensive work. Slightly deeper role over the past couple of years, Lucy Johnson. And a career of sticking the ball in the back of the net, but has showed there's plenty of strings to her bow. The role she's played at the Warriors and the other Zebras. Coaches, I think, can't resist trying to get her on the ball a little more often. Uses it so well, but I wonder if they do outsmart themselves slightly and would be better off just leaving her up top to pillage anyway. That's why I'm up here and not down on the bench. Slid through for Monique Undy, who does have that role. And she's doing it nicely here. Works it out to Roberts. Roberts gets inside a Blackwood Cove and combines nicely, plays the 1-2. She's got a couple to pick out. Succeeded only in crossing to Cruikshank though. Defended by Stella Cruikshank. Been solid thus far. And after 10 minutes, no score here at North Hobart. In this big Anzac Day clash. Double header of action. And Gully not taking the goal kicks, and they've turned it over as they try to play it out. It's Delaney. The throw-in duties here. It's a good bit of zip, but cleared away in the Holton direction. We won't be able to track that one down. Oh, that's a lovely sharp turn there from Caitlin Roberts. Working side confines there, only dispossessed. The defence holding up well. Now Tolman works it to Holton. Holton back to Josie Painter. The artist spreads this one out in the direction of Rachel Riddler, who picks it back up for the Zebras, and her pass couldn't find Johnson. Picked back up by Painter. And again, just turned over a little too easily. Both sides pressing up, and everyone really in the midfield here at the moment. Trying to play a fairly high line. And on such a big ground, it's going to leave a fair bit of room in behind. Fancy the likes of Lucy Johnson and Ashley Tolman with their pace to be able to take advantage of that. That's a ball in dispute. That's well won by Bowden. Again, Ellie Dick disciplined at the back and steers it across to Bremner. Across to Bremner. The fellow blue headband wearer there, Lily Holton. Taylor Mason shrinking this one down. It's cool and composed under pressure, and now they find the midfield general, Georgia Bird. She tries to change up the play, but Tolman cut out the pass, but it turns into a pretty good chance here for Roberts to flow forward. She threads it through for Undy, who was offside, and the flag goes up. Decision being made there. Undy just not quite checking her run. Pulled out, I think, in the end by Ellie Dick stepping up there. Did a little bit of yardage in behind momentarily. Get back in position well. In the middle they go. Holton again presenting the ball, but her opposite number, Lucy McGregor, won it back to O'Brien, to Mason. Pressured well by Lily Holton. There they go. Ellie Crop. Pick up this Taroona side, the former University star. Georgia Burt, Lucy Johnson, Zoe Horgan, Crop, Tries to win the throw off Riddler and succeeds in doing so. Leave the throw in for Lisa Bremner. Keep working their way up here, incrementally working their way towards the Zebras box here. Throw in from Bremner, centre task for Dunbarton. It's pretty strong curling effort, and Ponting just parries it over the top. It was a dipping shot there, trying to catch the keeper by surprise, but Ponting palming it over the top, being caught out. Some good body work there from Dunbarton, and the first time left-footed chip. Regulation for the keeper, but she does well there, punter Ponting. Another corner for Taroona. A couple, and this one into the middle of the box in the Tolman direction, gets ahead to it. Strong in the air is Tolman. On occasion, right off the mark. Working out from the back through Mason, then Delaney's pass is out of play. Done by Lucy Johnson. She turned the afterburners on. She combines with Bowden, who smashes this one out in front of Roberts, who's got a task to track it down. It's going to just pull up, and then she hits across. That's out of play. Perhaps retired from the chase there, Robertson. Quite a sufficient quality on the cross to ask any questions of the Taroona defence on this occasion. Riddler, McGregor, Burt, now Lucy Johnson. Zagging but being worn tightly there by the Taroona defence. Burt with a clever ball chipped in the Bowden direction. Roberts has been busy early on, battling away with Tolman and did well, worked it back to Delaney. O'Brien screens in the direction of Johnson, just allowed Bremner in, but well, the offside flag's been raised here against Roberts, who was just coming back, so we'll halt that move, which was fairly promising. Ellie Dick loading up and goes in the Tolman direction, nodding on to Kayla Mason. Roberts has been prominent in this one. Touches in the first 15 here. Now Rachel Riddler. Scored 2 last week with the Riddler. She turns it over here, but he'll get a second crack at it. Spins this one better in the Lucy Johnson direction, who just punts that one into the box, but the flag had been raised. Johnson pondering why. I thought she'd kept it in, but signal to be able to play. A harsh call, I reckon, that one on Johnson. A bit late on that one. Flag raised. Well, in fact, no, it was an offside. So, no, good. What's the throw in? Confusion reigning here at the moment. Offside is the call, right. Well, there you go. They've turned it over immediately anyway. Bremner wants it straight to Riddler. Riddler gives it back to Johnson, says, here we go, let's take 2. Just a touch back though, which allowed Bremner to whisk it away. O'Brien to Riddler. Johnson. Surrounded by the tangerine shirts there was Johnson, but spent it well. Lucy McGregor chips it over the top, looking for the run of Bowden. Gavisi. Just see that one all out of play, so no real threat. No real flow to the Zebras in the final third just yet. Been able to link up and play those passes around the area they normally like to. They've been getting it wide, but at the moment they haven't been able to really do too much with it when it's come to delivering into the box, and credit, I guess, needs to go to this Taroona defence, who've been pretty well disciplined early on in this one. Ellie Crop takes it down, takes it inside, and sends it towards Tolman. He looks to just bulldoze her way through too, and does so successfully, and then takes the early shot, which was the wrong option from Tolman. Right foot from 25 yards. That angle, always unlikely, I'd have thought. Into the middle, onto the head of Dunbabin. Solomon. He played it off Roberts to win the throw, and then just launches it down the line. Gives Mason something to defend. Holton did well, won the ball back, crossed in, but O'Brien on hand to steer that one away. Roberts in ahead of Tolman again. And out off Tolman for a goal kick. Lovely day here at the football. The punters out there sitting in the sunshine of North Hobart. Pretty even contest through 20 minutes. Neither team really showing the quality they need in the final third just yet. But pretty end-to-end encounter so far. Both teams have had some good spells. Nothing to trouble the scorer as of yet. That's pass which Delaney will have to track back. Immediately tried to play it forward. Probably had a little bit more time than she realised there, Delaney. He gave her the yellow knot, but it straight out of play. He's Dunbabin. Dunbabin turns and tried to give Tolman something to chase, but again, it may be a big pitch, but they're using every inch of width they can here, these sides at the moment. And close to the touchlines, it rolls out again. Delaney with a throw-in. Intensity about that throw-in technique from Delaney. Well, tenacity. Start rolling with Tenacious D. He's Ponting. Smashes that one straight to a Taroona player. It's Dunbabin. Turns and centres it for Horgan. Eluded her, and it should let Riddler in. She cuffed it straight back up to Lisa Bremner though, who's got her head down. She's charging back the other way. A burst of acceleration for Bremner. She's got 5 to pick out in the box here. She hits it over the top. Just didn't spend that one well. Did really well just to use her speed. Attacked it. Took off in the straight line here past Riddler. Looked up and couldn't quite hit her boot rounded enough. Some good options in the box there, but it's been the story of the day here through 21 minutes. Crossing early, not quite what it needs to be, but both teams breaking in behind the lines, it has to be said. Here's Bremner. He's been an overlapping threat. This one wide, and then tried to work it in the direction of Ellie Crop, but couldn't quite pick her out. Georgia Burt. Eddie O'Brien. Off Taroona leg, and it'll be a throw the Zebra's way. Making ball over the top is wonderful again from Lucy Johnson. Springing Roberts, who not sure if that was a cross or a shot, but either way, equally gathered by Lagavisi. And then shanks one straight out of play. Grabs the ball, but I don't think he's really looking for that one. Here's Bird. Teams have been pretty tidy on the ball with their passing. Generally, when it's been along the deck, has been good. It's been the end product. Looking so far as this one smashed forward, cut out by Mason. Blackwood Coyle. Straight there to windscreens O'Brien at the back. Spreads it across Bremner and Johnson. Johnson pretty late, just dive at it, but I think the right decision to allow play to continue there. Well cut out by Riddler. Georgia Burt. those switching balls from Burt to Roberts. Roberts for Undy. This is good flowing football here. Burt now out in front of Johnson. She's got some space to hit the cross. She drills it in near post. Skewed away to Bremner. She's just hauled down there for Lucy Johnson. An easy free kick called there, but Riddler immediately pounces on it. Played off of Ellie Crop, and it'll be another Zebras throw in a good position. Here's Georgia Burt. Smashing those switching balls all day, Georgia Burt. Spring Robertson behind. Tolman's pounced on this and she's off to the races. She's got the pace here. Ashley Tolman burns off Kayla Mason. Has she got the finish? It's Tolman! Oh, it's wide of the post. Just agonisingly wide for Taroona. The best chance of the game so far. The power of Tolman on full display there. She just pounced on this and just charged past Mason. I don't think the Zebras have anyone on the back line who can go with her. And that is inches wide. Credit to Ponting. She slid out. Did what you want your keeper to do. Forced the shot to the far post, and it's just wide. But what a great look it was. And Taroona probably should be leading in this game. Maybe the Zebras back the other way, who really rubbed salt in the wound through Undy. Couldn't direct the shot. That really would have been a dagger. An old 2-goal turnaround there. And the Zebras gone up the other end and scored. Not to be, however. It's Holton. Mason will cover that, but she left it behind, and that might spring Tolman in again. Got a couple to pick out here. Tolman turns onto the right, then squares it to the top of the box, turning on the ball. Dunbabin, steal away from her though. Chip back in by Blackwood Coyle, and that's harmlessly behind. O'Brien to McGregor. Bremner in ahead of Johnson, worked it to McGregor, and now Riddler down the line for Monique Undy. That's something, but everyone's out in front of her there. She had 5 teammates in front of her, but couldn't quite find the supporting option for the short pass she wanted. Mason, Riddler. To O'Brien, Lucy Johnson. And the Batman villain just working it forwards again there to Undy. One back by Zoe Horgan in midfield for Taroona. Now Blackwood Coyle coughs it up. Delaney. Roberts, Burt, good combination play that. Roberts set a task here. She's going to be able to get there ahead of Ellie Dick, who's been composed at the back so far. And now the play goes. So approaching the half-hour mark here, still scoreless. 0-0 between Taroona and Hobart Zebras on this Anzac Day clash. Gregor tracking that one back. There's Holton. And Dunbabin, and then tried to orchestrate. The shot was Crop. Fired well wide of the mark. No threat to Punter Ponting's goals there. And it's going to be Ryan to take the kick-in duties. Certainly been willing to pull the trigger, Taroona, in the final third, but it's overly tested Ponting so far. Best chance of the game falling Tolman's way when she drove wide. Now Lucy Johnson's bombing up on the right. This is looking ominous. Lucy Johnson sending the cross in the Undy direction, who got a piece of it and sent it wide. Great chance that for the Zebras. He couldn't quite direct the shot. Lucy Johnson now bobbing up on the opposite flank. It's a wonderful ball from Johnson. took the defence and the keeper out, and Undy just couldn't quite steer it in. Not a bad effort, that one. Georgia Burt with a lovely pass there to Undy, chips it over the top for Lucy Johnson, who I suspect realised she was offside. Just wasn't ever getting to that one as it rolls behind for the goal kick. Bremner. Bremner goes, seeing a task fairly cropped to track down. And Brian opts for safety first. And puts that one out of play. Dunbabin, steered away by windscreens O'Brien. Josie Painter looking to win it back, scrapping away with Bowden. Hasn't perhaps had her usual influence on the contest just yet, Alyssa Bowden. Not seen as much of the ball as she would have liked, and perhaps now Taroona from behind through Crop, who looks to cut inside, gets the better of Riddler, and steers one, which is comfortably held by Ponting. A safe pair of hands there. The Zebras number one. And the distribution was good, but it was a heavy touch from Lucy Johnson. She'll be able to go back and get a hold of it though, and then drops it off for O'Brien as the Zebras look to step out and play from the back with a bit of authority here. Burt down the line looks to spring Bowden. She's got two in the middle. She'll turn back. Plenty of Tangerine jerseys back there for Taroona. Into the middle of the box, steered away by Bremner. He's Dunbabin. Slow the tempo momentarily. Now punches it forward for Holton. Stepping in well was Mason. That was a good challenge. And she's won the throw in too for a side. Really well done there by Mason. Delaney with the throw in to Lucy Johnson. Back to Mason. Now Lucy McGregor found Burt. Turn worked it on to Johnson. Plays the ball over the top for Undy. I reckon she's timed her run to perfection here. Took a good touch. Monique Undy. Oh, well kept out. Margavisi attacked the ball. Made a crucial stop. That's the best chance of the game for the Zebras so far. Monique Undy controlled it well. Couldn't quite put it either side of the keeper, so well done there. Right, the Pirates, number one, keeps the scores locked at 0. Now Caitlin Roberts works it forward. It was in behind the run of Johnson though, and then Ellie Dick stepped in and worked it away. Ashley Tolman, best chance for her side. Both teams with one pretty good look each now. As they go towards Lily Holton. Spreads the play, picked off again by Georgia Burt, doing the front work in the midfield for the Zebras again. Undy, some good hold-up work, and then the killer pass played through by Burt, but they should have this under control. Does really well, just bounds away from Roberts in the end. Impressive stuff from Lisa Bremner. Attackers want the ball played over the top. That's what she opted for, but Georgia Burt closing that one down well. And just copped a bit of a falcon there in the process. Morgan back to Bremner. Stands on the ball and turns. Gets a little bit of support. Didn't see anything she likes, so turned back the other way and quite bite off more than she could chew because she wins the throw in. Holton presents the ball well again. Riddler works it forward. Turning pass. Bowden to Johnson. Lucy Johnson. Roberts making a run in behind it. Bremner goes in that direction. Keeper's off a line here. Well gathered again. Malagavisi. Immediately turned it over to Monique Undy. Tries to get round Cruikshank. Oh, Lovely little drop of the shoulder. Lucy Johnson's winding up the shot here. Deflects into the path of Undy. Steered away. The center of defence, Maddie O'Brien. Smashing it forward again in the Burt direction. Here's Lisa Bremner. Real scrap between these two teams. It's not able to hold on to the ball for too long. Much again going in waves at the moment. Tolman's ball is behind Holton. That's a few tired bodies as the half wears on too. It's a bigger pitch, more territory to cover. It's going to make it tough, and the sun is shining. So certainly the fitness of both these teams going to be put to the test. Here's Ellie Crop getting a foot in. It was Riddler. Left it to Bowden. Now Lucy Johnson. Send it to the opposite flank for Tenacious D, making a tenacious run at the ball, but she's stepped in a path there by Blackwood Coyle. Fighting on is Delaney. Cut out by Lucy McGregor. Georgia Burt always spends it wisely. Do the spectacular too often, except perhaps when she has a ping for goal from distance, but just keeps this midfield engine room running as Burt. Smart decisions with the ball. Intelligent passing, and now Kayla Mason needs to track this one back and does so. It's a Ponting who lobs it straight to Tolman, which is an outcome you want if you're a Zebras player, given the explosiveness she's shown early in this one. This is down the line now for Lucy Johnson, won't get there as it rolls into touch. 10 minutes remaining in the first half here. It's looking like a typical Zebras Taroona game here. Not a whole lot between them. Taroona finally be able to land that knockout blow today. Or is it going to be new day, same old story? Because once again, they're looking very evenly matched. Here's Tolman. Here forwards. Georgia Burt. Oh, well done though. Horgan in midfield, smashed it forward, cut out by O'Brien. There's Caitlin Roberts. Don't have the pace to get him behind a Bremner, so instead rolls it on for Monique Gundy. Might fancy a run at the defence here, instead plays a lovely ball for Roberts. Caitlin Roberts still going, she's got an open, gaping net there at the near post. The keeper left it open. She tried to steer it through and just puts it wide. Gavisi perhaps covering the wide option here. There's a big chance. Huge chance there for Roberts just to pass into the back of the net. Wide it goes. Forward goes Lily Holton, now back the other way for Taroona. Trying to get in behind Riddler. Well done again there. Back pass, but Delaney be able to, no she won't, tried to let it roll out, instead let Tolman in. This is ominous. Crosses for Holton, Lily Holton turning on the left, that shot was blocked. Behind it goes, so Delaney just assuming that one was going to roll out of play, and I'll tell you what, in just about every other ground it might have, but there's some serious length to this North Hobart pitch. And that probably brought runs on and almost allowed the dangerous Ashley Tolman in. They've got the throw in a promising position though, the Pirates, and Tolman's the target. Wants to turn off to the left again. Lucy Johnson, who's done some wonderful defensive work in this game. She's really worked back hard. They've turned it over here though. They go all the way back to the artist Josie Painter. She tries to spread the play, but cough it straight up there to the Batman villain. Worked it forward to Monique Gundy. Now Bowden. Good flowing counter-attack this, and it's at the feet of the dangerous Lucy Johnson, who drives one from distance and tries to catch the keeper out and catches the side netting. Right, Gavisi not beaten by the long-range speculator of Johnson, who's got some form in that area, and indeed on this ground. The season began with a Lucy Johnson thumper from distance. Work it down the line, a throw in for Taroona. come the Zebras. Bowden back to Delaney. Good overhit there for the runner Johnson, who's not looking like someone with the energy to waste the time trying to truck something like that down at the moment. Delaney's header to the head of Dunbarton, who nods it forwards. Mason should have that one well under control though, and she launches the throw in. Couldn't get it over the head of Tolman, who nods it back into touch. Again, that tenacious throwing action from Delaney. She put some effort in on that one. Looks that one into the middle from McGregor. And some strength with Johnson, but then also allowed Ellie Crop in behind, and she's beaten one, she's beaten two. In behind here, it's Ellie Crop, has she got the finish? Ponting again. Spectacular keeping from Casey Ponting. This time denying Ellie Crop what looked a certain goal. She's going to turn again here. Can she get in behind of O'Brien? Got the foot in, puts it behind for a corner. And Casey Ponting has come up big for her side here. And Taroona with two good opportunities, and Ellie Crop beat three here. Just blitzed past them all, and a good save. And Ben Horgan has evidently seen enough. He might have been told by the physio, Alan Ayton, he's got 50 minutes, you know. Well, so that's all he's done. Also, again, a knock.
Substitution for Taroona. Coming off, number 12,
Stella Cruikshank, number 12 coming off for Adeline Ayton, one of the very best players in the States. So Horgan pulling that trigger a little earlier perhaps than we expected. This corner swung into the back post. It's steered just high by Tolman. Just has a knack of getting on the end of these corners. And floated over all comers and volleyed wide. And Taroona close for a second occasion in a minute, and just no one tracking their own Tolman. Couldn't steer the volley goalward. Corner was all due. Casey Ponting had a great stop on Ellie Crop. Taroona probably had the better opportunities in this game. The Zebras had a couple of good ones of their own, but really, a game that probably shouldn't be 0-0 as Lucy Johnson swings this one in the Undy direction. Lagavisi again claiming. 4 minutes remaining in the half. Lagavisi smashed this one wide. Tolman did well to keep it in. Pass went straight to Lucy McGregor, tracking back though, who dished it off to Lucy Johnson. Chips it for a bursting Roberts, but again, keeper will collect comfortably enough. Here's Roberts. Bowden. Riddler. Now back again to Roberts. Now McGregor. Patiently moving it round as we tick towards half-time here at North Hobart Oval. Bowden back to Mason. Lucy Johnson a little bit spent. Has she got anything left to give? She rips inside here and work it to Roberts. Johnson won't be able to get on the end of it. That was snuffed out there, and then worked forwards, and now in the blink of an eye, Taroona have turned defence into attack. Ellie Crop with that line-breaking ability. This time it was shut down though. Such a lively customer up top. Here's Ellie Crop. Bremner dueling there with Monique Undy. Roberts rather. And smash forwards by Dunbarton. Holton did well. O'Brien clears the danger and picks out Bowden with the pass. In turn, over to Roberts. Riddler. Undy. Just shielding the ball till she saw a suitable option. That came in the form of Bowden, who's immediately pressured again by Horgan. This Taroona midfield doing a fantastic job forcing the Zebras back there, and they force the turnover. Well, they've in turn dished it straight back to Lucy McGregor, who threads one through for Lucy Johnson, who just waited on it a little too long in the end and allowed Blackwood Coyle to nip in. You could see what she was doing. She was waiting for the defender to make the lunge in, then she was just going to try and knock it past her, but just waited a little bit too long in the end and allowed the defender in. And either team find the breakthrough before half time here. Still 0-0. Well, very good chances for both of these sides. No one's been able to seize one as of yet. Johnson, well, that was a slightly underhit back pass, put Mason under pressure. She did really well though, Mason. Scrapped and held it up, and now the numbers are flying forwards the other way. She's got Tolman riding shotgun. They went centrally instead for Crop, who now tries to find Tolman, but it's going to overhit it. I'm afraid Taroona have just gone the wrong direction with that counter-attack. Just need to put it out in front of Tolman. She's showing the pace she has and been able to get in behind this defence, but on this occasion, not quite able to link up with her teammates. Half-time is beckoning now. Brian smashed this one away, nodded on Remner, all the way from Roberts. She tracked this one down and keep it in play. She does so, but the pass went straight to Lucy McGregor as 1 minute of added time is signalled by the fourth official. Tolman couldn't quite get there. It was spread out in front of Blackwood Coyle. Well, one back by Delaney. And Bowden and Burt. Midfield B's looking to combine. It's trying to let it run, didn't quite work, and now it's the lively Ellie Crop. She's got Holton in support. She drives past one and then gets the better of O'Brien, who's tracking back still, then fires one off. Stings the fingertips of Casey Ponting. Once again, the Zebras number one is up with the stop, and very good in this half, Casey Ponting. It's Ellie Crop. Straight at her in the end, but I think she's made the defenders miss in this first half. It's 3 occasions now I can recall where she's just slalomed on through, showing her wily dribbling skills. To beat a defender. Crossed in near post, through a sea of bodies and then steered away by O'Brien. A chance now for Dunbabin. She was blocked off. Mason slides down and then that one's cleared by Delaney. And that will be half-time here at North Hobart Oval. So a pulsating half, not short on opportunities for either team. But with the whistle bringing the first 45 to a close, we are locked at 0-0 between the Zebras and Taroona. It has been your typical Zebras-Pirates game. Not much between them. Will we have, well, it's been the typical ending of the Zebras finding the goal in the second half, or is this the day Taroona finally turn the tables? We'll be back in around about 15 minutes' time to find out.
If anybody requires any refreshments, there's a coffee shop situated at the main entrance.
Might be in behind here, actually, Tolman.
There's
She's
a little
charging into the
canteen
box.
providing
She's got one to pick out in the middle. She
pasties,
jumps near
salad
post.
rolls, toasted sandwiches, coffee, tea, cold
When she
drinks,
does this, instead
and
opting
plenty
to
of
play
chocolate
in
and lollies for the kids.
Roberts with the cross in
In
the
the
only
Breakfast
direction.
Stand
It's well
canteen,
taken
there
there.
are fish and chips,
Calamari, wonderful ball from
chips and
Lucy
gravy,
Johnson. Want to hit that? He's
hot
wants
and
it up.
cold
Roberts,
drinks.
she's in on goal.
Alcohol is available on the hill, or in an alcohol
The
properly.
Ellie Crop direction. He
Please
takes a touch
continue your
down. The
alcohol
clearance went straight into
within
Ellie
the
Crop.
road
Still with a
cross
chance
area.
here. Keep her out. Didn't have the power to beat O'Brien, covering Burt. In behind for Roberts. She's got in a couple of times here. Caitlin Roberts. She takes the shot on this time and drives it over the post. Turns into a pretty good chance here for Roberts to flow forward. She threads it through for Undy, who was offside. And the flag goes up. Throw in from Remner. Set a task for Dunbabin. Pretty strong curling effort, and Ponting just carries it over the top. It was a dipping shot there. Trying to catch the keeper by surprise, but Ponting a couple, and this one in the middle of the box in the Tolman direction, gets a hit to it. Yeah, here's Tolman. On occasion, takes it down, takes it inside, sends it towards Tolman. He looks to just bulldoze her way through too, and does so successfully, and then takes the early shot, which was the wrong option. Tolman. Right foot from Riddler in. Kickoff to straight back up to Lisa Bremner though, who's got her head down. She's charging back the other way. A burst of acceleration from Bremner. She's got 5 to pick out in the box here. And she hits it over the top. There's O'Brien at the back. Spreads it across Bremner and Johnson. Johnson in the late, just dive at it, but right, speed away to Bremner. She's just mauled down there for Lisa Johnson. Robertson behind. Tolman's pounced on this and she's off to the race and she's got the pace here. Ashley Tolman burns off Kayla Mason. Has she got the finish? It's Tolman! Oh, it's wide of the post. It was. Taroona probably should be leading in this game. Maybe the Zebras back the other way who really rubs salt to the wound through Undy. Direct the shot. Game falling Tolman's way when she drove wide. Now Lucy Johnson's bobbing up on the right. This is looking ominous. Lucy Johnson sending the cross in the Undy direction. Who got a piece of it and sent it wide. Melissa Bowden not seeing as much of the ball as she would have liked. Perhaps now Taroona from behind through Crop, who looks to cut inside, gets the better of Riddler, and steers one, which is comfortably held by Ponting. A safe pair of hands there. Lucy McGregor found Burt. And worked it on to Johnson, plays the ball over the top for Undy. I reckon she's timed her under perfection here. Took a good touch, Monique Undy. Oh, well kept out. Gavisi tapped the ball. Oh, lovely little drop of the shoulder. Lucy Johnson's winding up the shot here, deflects into the path of Undy. Speed away, rolls it on for Monique Undy. Fancy. Around the defence here instead, plays a lovely ball for Roberts. Caitlin Roberts still going, she's got an open. Gaping net there at the near post. The keeper left it open. Instead, let Tolman in, this is ominous. Crosses for Holton, Lily Holton turning on the left. That shot was blocked. Right it goes, so Delaney just assuming that one was going to roll out of play, and I'll tell you what, in just about every other ground it might have, but to Monique Undy. Now Bowden. Flowing counter-attack this, and it's at the feet of the dangerous Lucy Johnson, who drives one from distance and tries to catch the keeper out and catches the side netting. Well, some strength with Johnson, but then also allowed Ellie Crop in behind, and she's beaten one, she's beaten two, in behind here. It's Ellie Crop, has she got the finish? Ponting again! Spectacular keeping from Casey Ponting. This time denying the very best players in the States, so Morgan pulling that trigger a little earlier perhaps than we expected. This corner swung into the back post and steered just by Tolman. Just has a knack of getting on the end of these corners. And that probably shouldn't be nil all as Lucy Johnson swings this one in the Undy direction. Gavisi again, playing. We're going to let it run, didn't quite work, and now it's lively Ellie Crop. She's got Holton in support. She drives past one and then gets the better of O'Brien, who's tracking back still, then fires one off. The fingertips of Casey Ponting. That's again.
We lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always
The second half here at North Hobart, clocked at 0-0 between the Hobart Zebras and Taroona. It has been a real arm wrestle. Both teams have had their chances. Both teams will probably feel they should be on the score sheet, especially Taroona. It looks like a sub has been made at half time here. Not actually sure which team that sub's been made in though, so we'll figure that one out on the fly. I think, yeah, it's Taroona, because you can see Melinda Minstrel is now out there in defence. The experienced defender, so there has been a change, and it looks like Zola Blackwood Coyle has been replaced because Ellie Dick is now lining up at left back. So I'd say Blackwood Coyle for Minstrel is a sub that's been made at half time for Taroona. So the two big guns they had on the bench, and Minstrel and Aiton both entering the fray. Unfortunately for Stella Cruikshank, she was one replaced by Aiton. She's limping along the sideline at the moment, so hopefully nothing too long term there. But we're back underway, and Adeline Aiton has a free kick in a promising position after a fairly blatant foul there by Maddie O'Brien. Give Aiton the chance to try and craft something from the dead ball.
Change for Taroona.
She's going to go for goal and just sky that one well over the top.
Coming off,
Not her
number
tidiest work.
9, Zola Blackwood Coyle, and on is number 11, Melinda Minstrel.
So again, it's O'Brien on the kicking duties. Bremner. Terrific work there from Bremner, charging and then sends it in the Tolman direction. A miscontrol from Delaney. Will Tolman in! Wide of the post again. Just into the side netting. Not far away. She has flashed in this game, Ashley Tolman. Got in behind with those powerful runs a few times. One touch from Delaney, and it was trouble from the moment he rolled there. Good flexibility from Ponting, but not required to make the kick save in the end. As he sailed wide again. Taroona not been able to finish off some of these moves. They've had some pretty good moments in attack. Alan Aiton looking to get busy. This one won't spill the way of Holton because O'Brien's on hand to steer it away. Disciplined in defence, just smashing that one out of the way is Dunbarton. Still just drop back a little as Delaney heaves this one down the line, the under direction. Looking back, Ellie Dick. Delaney again. Throw in. Delaney, wind up, it goes to the short throw this time to Burt, drops it off for Lucy Johnson. Adeline Aiton wearing her tightly, but Johnson squirms out and then sends it to the back post and just overhit it slightly for Bowden. Somehow went from being tightly guarded to having plenty of space there on the right, did Lucy Johnson. Didn't quite produce the cross to spring a teammate though. Taroona through Minstrel. Pass to Lisa Bremner. Bremner down the line. O'Brien away from Holton. And Riddler smashes that one away. Here's Adelaide. Lovely work inside confines. Did well to get to Zoe Horgan, but Kayla Mason timed the tackle to perfection. Stopped what was looking a promising move. Tolman wins it back for Taroona. And now overlapping is Ellie Dick. And she produced here, drives one in low. Away by Delaney. It's Taroona knocking on the door early on in this half, looking to start brightly. Can they find the go-ahead goal? Off the score sheet the last few times they've played the Zebras. Alan Aiton, can she be the one to prove a match winner? With talent, but she's lost out here to the combination of Burt and Johnson. And perhaps just a little careless playing out from the back there. That cross from Dick won't pick out anyone, and Ponsing can let that one roll behind. Taroona on the attack early in this half. The substitutions from them, two are there. Two stars back into the lineup. O'Brien's got some defending to do here. She does pretty well just to hold the progress up of Holton. Again, they survive, but a little bit under siege at the moment here. The Zebras defence. Taroona need to make it count though. Too many times in the past against Zebras, they've had these spells of dominance and not been able to produce the goal. Has ultimately proved very costly, and that's going to be a free kick. Slightly clumsy challenge on that occasion from Riddler. And will give Aiton perhaps a chance for range, although she's going to defer the free kick duties to Zoe Horgan for the now. Might just get herself involved, try and finish the move. So it's going to be a shot. Floats real wide of Casey Ponting's net. No real threat to the goal there. And Horgan taking the chance on. And O'Brien with the kick in. Georgia Bird. Riddler, picked off by Bremner. Bremner then knocks it past her and charges down the right. Riddler giving chase. The pressure up, cross in, deflects off Mason. Took it away from Tolman. Aiton probably lets it run between the legs and knocks it back. Dick smashing that one in the O'Brien direction. Bremner again. There's the beating of the defender. Tries to get round O'Brien, who stood up well. Maddie O'Brien. Composed defending. Strong at the back, which is just what the situation called for. Lisa Bremner, with her head full of steam, was charging. Well defended by Maddie O'Brien. Did it nicely, and she'll take in duties here too. McGregor back to the Batman villain. Down the line for Roberts, now turning on the ball, but coughing up to Aiton. Oh, well one back. That was good stuff from Lucy McGregor. Won the scrap with Adeline Aiton. Important ball in dispute in the midfield there. She came out on top. Here's Lucy Johnson. She's got Burt riding shotgun. Opts to go that way. We'll charge down though. Defended by Marion Dunbabin. Delaney. Olsen. Has got Tolman overlapping. She'll look to use it here surely. Showed strength to hold off the attention of Mason, then threads it through for an offside. Tolman just didn't time the pass there. Quite time to run Tolman. Let off at the back for the Zebras. Well, they might be in a little bit of trouble there. Dodge the bullet though. Offside flag being raised, and Ryan over this one. She was looking for Johnson, but couldn't keep it in play. Tolman, Delaney gets a foot in. Safety first, the option from Delaney. And pressure from Ashley Tolman. Here's Ellie Dick. And Kayla Mason nods it forward into the path of Lucy Johnson. Turns and shields it. Typical style, drifts inside and switches up the play to Riddler. Rachel Riddler. Forward she goes. Past Roberts there. It should spill out the back comfortably enough for Lagavisi. There's the underarm, and I'm not sure who that was to really. Adeline Ayton made it work, but saved the team in the end. Distribution from the back really cost them. Burt flew off the ball there. It was Bowden. Foul blown on Zoe Horgan. Lee O'Brien. Will she be thinking about trying something? It's a long way out. Lucy Johnson making a run into the box now. Going under the other targets. In the end, another wasted delivery from the Zebra skipper on this occasion. Out from the back they go. Through Painter. Worked it to Tolman. Tolman couldn't find Holton up top. Lucy Johnson took a touch inside. A good foot in from Dunbabin. Roberts through and Lagavisi will collect. Throws it in the Ashley Tolman direction. Gets a head up and starts to has a run here at McGregor. Well read by Mason. Good at just timing those interventions, attacking the ball and winning it away. Long ball towards Crop. O'Brien to Riddler. Rachel Riddler working it towards looking for Monique Gundy there, but Minstrel has the situation under control and worked it back. She's picked up the back pass though. Brain fade there from the keeper. That is going to be a chance here for the Zebras. Not sure what she was thinking there, the keeper. Just went to pick it up after back pass from Lagavisi in the rare free kick in the box scenario. Don't see that too often. I think Lucy Johnson might just fancy a situation like this. Taroona set their wall here, but this is a big opportunity for the Zebras. They've been given a free hit here, really. No pressure, just picking up the back pass. Mental error there. Can the Zebras make them pay? Deep in discussion is Johnson, Burton, O'Brien. The committee forming over this one. And a good goal scorer, Lucy Johnson, looks like she fancies it. Bird also there. They might also just tap it to the top there for O'Brien to hit the drive. And they do neither and cough it straight up to Taroona. So not the world's best executed set piece, that one. Taroona hold on. And no harm done on the back pass. Throw in, just down there. Control, works it back for Lucy McGregor. She spreads the play wide, and now Lucy Johnson will try and track this one down. She'll get there on the right foot and curls it over the top of the goal. And just hits the ground in disgust there, Lucy Johnson. She should have done better, and that's the Achilles heel really of the Zebras in attack today. They've just not been able to conjure much quality with their crosses. They've got him behind the lines all right, but just haven't had their usual quality that saw them really cut a sway through the league last year. They just ran through teams. But today, just lacked that sharpness. Roberts tried to bring that one under a spell, couldn't do so. Taroona substitutes warming up. And he used a couple. Trigger in the 40th minute, and then the second in the half-time break, introducing two of these big guns, Ben Horgan and Angela Naden and Melinda Minstrel. And are they going to be able to get him behind here? This is some clever work. Tolman and Ayton bursting through the middle if they can be picked out. Beautiful pass for Tolman, wide of the post again. Oh, she snaked them in front of the goal today, Ashley Tolman. And getting in these great positions, that is some wonderful work down the right here. Just put it on an absolute platter. What a cross that was, perfection. But Tolman, unfortunately, could not deliver the finish. Some wonderful work from Ellie Crop out wide. The Zebras goal living a bit of a charmed life at the moment. And this is, from Taroona perspective, not too familiar script for them. They've had a number of games against the Zebras where they've had quality chances. They've just not taken every time they've left the door ajar. This Zebras side has duly punished them. Will we see that again today? We've ticked past the hour mark. We're still scoreless. We definitely shouldn't be. Either team seize the opportunity and take the chance that might well deliver a vital 3 points. I'm sure the likes of Ulverston and Launceston City watching on would be more than happy for it to remain 0-0. See these two slip further behind them as Minstrel will track this one down. In the middle, in dispute, lovely work, Bremner. And now threads it through for Tolman. He's charging after this one again. Ashley Tolman. Mason slides in. Tolman! Off the post! Oh, cleared. Another shot. This time they hit the back of the net. And Taroona do get their goal. Oh, Tolman hit the post. The follow-up is buried. And the Pirates get their goal. They take the lead. It's 1-0 here at North Hobart Oval. Ashley Tolman storming in behind. Mason out of the picture. Slides it through the legs, still it would not go in. And then following up and smashing it home, yeah, it's, Howie Horgan, is it? So the goal for Zebras, and they claim the lead here at North Hobart. Taroona 1, Zebras 0.
That goal for Taroona, number 3, Zoe Horgan. Taroona lead 1-0.
So, what do the Zebras have in response here? Finally, they've managed to crack the code and find the back of the net against this Zebras side. It just wasn't cleared. They dodged the bullet the first time and hit the post, but if you don't clear the secondary ball, you're going to get yourself in trouble. And that is just what happened. So the corner for the Zebras and the chance for them to immediately hit back through Georgia Burt. What can she produce from the set piece? She swings in a dangerous looking ball, cleared off the line, and then Ayton steers it away. Gabrielle Marcage temporarily invades the commentary box and keeps climbing up the tower. Not sure what's going on there. It's one of the strangest sights we've seen here today at North Hobart. Immaculately dressed as ever though, the Zebras manager. That's of course the second of this big double header. Zebras in Olympia in the MPL, but still 27 left in this one. It's the Zebras who need to rally Taroona. They might just have the centre blood here. They're finally going to be able to down their nemesis. Switching a play here for Crop, trying to get him behind. Ellie Crop up against the Batman villain. She cuts inside, did well crop, and then fires one goalward, which floats just wide of Casey Quentin's net. It's Taroona with all the momentum. Nice to fly it off with Holden. No, I thought she had a case there, but it's the other way, Taroona, but that's going to be offside. 1-0 to the visitors. What have the Zebras got in response? They suffer a second defeat in just a few weeks after that 48-game streak where no one could get near them. It's often the way when those big winning streaks come to an end. You might often see a couple of losses just after it. We're seeing a bit of an evening up of the competition too. After the Zebras just ran right last year, Sydney and Alveston look improved. It's Taroona side, especially the likes of Minstrel and Aiken out here in the second half. They look a force. The Zebras probably, whilst their top end is just as strong, if not stronger, maybe lacking a little bit of depth, and they've got some good injury problems at the moment. So Zoe Nichols and Danielle Canagiza, certainly tough goals to replace. And Ali Berry. Here's Tolman. Skewed away by Mason. Ellie Dick has been very impressive today for the Pirates. And she tried to cross that one in, but was shut down by Delaney, only as far as Tolman, who's a wall. She wins the ball back, wants to get onto her left. Goes for Holton. Holton on the turn. Blocked away by Georgia Burt. Holton again wants to shape onto that right foot of hers. She did it well. The Zebras defence holds firm. They steer it away. Ellie Dick with a chance to play it right back in though. Delaney chips clear. Now Bowden. Taroona just winning the ball back immediately, time and time again. They've got this Zebras team under all sorts of pressure. Here's Riddler. They just can't get out of their own end at the moment, the Zebras. They're pinned back here by the Pirates. They've got the lead, and they have got all the momentum in this clash. The lead forward by Minstrel. Riddler kept it in, but picked out the head of Bremner only. Still looking a little disjointed at the moment for the Hobart Zebras, and enough of that, says Chris A. He's going to shuffle his deck, and it looks like Sarah Morris is going to be introduced here. See who comes off. So it's going to be Morris for Erin Delaney, so that's an attacking move. Attacking player on for the fullback. We'll see if that means a shift in formation. And it looks like Caitlin Roberts is going to shift into defence with Kayla Mason maybe pushing out the fullback, but they're going to be put to the test immediately. The reshaped Zebras defence. Riddler, some work to do here, but the corner is not won by Ellie Crop. She certainly thought she'd won it, but according to the linesman there, and it will be instead a goal kick for Maddie O'Brien to take. So O'Brien launching this one forwards. Taroona immediately winning the ball back. Metronome here at the moment. They are just getting it back. As soon as the Zebras clear, it's just coming right back at them. They can't get their foot on the ball at the moment, which is most unlike this Zebras team. They've been such a dominant force, and midfield like theirs normally sees them in firm control, but at the moment, Taroona, big like the team with a bit more belief about them. 21 minutes to play. Still plenty of time for the Zebras, and we know they are good enough. Can they find it today? Not if they keep turning it over. They've done so once again. Here's Holton. Holton to Tolman. Ashley Tolman. Work back in defence there. Mason. Passed it to Riddler. And just lofts it into a nest of Pirates. One back by Dunbabin. Tried to cut around Andy. Held up her progress pretty well. Now Minstrel. To Bremner. He goes long. Here's Matty O'Brien. Riddler pressured by Crop. Back to the Batman villain. Steers it up the line, but again it's going to be Minstrel. They cannot string together 3 passes here at the moment. And it might be Adeline Ayton to land the killer blow. What a save, Ponting. Ayton's still not done though, turns on the left. And hits the side netting. Oh, Casey Ponting, that was top draw. Big kick save. This could have been the ball game here if Adeline Ayton scores. It's another great save from Ponting. She's made a few. The second one just bought the space. Big Bird all ends up and blasted it high, but would only find the side netting. Taroona unable to land what might have been the killer blow. Boy, are they looking the stronger team right now. Here's Zoe Horgan, the goal scorer. She works it for Ellie Crop. Crop for Holton, but Roberts should win it away from her and does so. Leads him out of defence, and this is better. This is a better move. Ends here now with the feet of Lucy Johnson. She can make something happen. She looks like she wants to. Driving Ellie Dick, just stood her up and won the tackle. That was superb, Ellie Dick. Great defence. Nice put. Most dangerous attacking player in the comp. Behind there. This one's worked down the line. Won't quite stay in. Another look at this. Johnson going one-on-one with Ellie Dick. Not having any of it. Great defence from the youngster. Trying to force her way through. Minstrel just whisking it away before Lucy Johnson can pounce. Goes to Tolman, who let in Mason. Now Johnson, who's starting to look determined here. She's not happy with the score. She's surely being fouled. Oh, Josie Painter was all over her. Protest that one, but a fairly regulation decision. And now to try and pick out a target in the box, or does maybe Lucy Johnson fancy speculator from distance? What are they going to do? A couple perhaps just look to stand this up to at the back post, but I think Lucy Johnson fancies the shot. She curls it on target. She catches the keeper out. Lucy Johnson does it again. From 55 yards, she picks out the top window, beats the keeper, all ends up, and we're back on terms with 18 minutes to play. Well, she did it on the opening night. She's done it again. Lucy Johnson just picks out the top corner. Margavisi was a cross, but she's a smaller build for a keeper. She's just unable to get the claw up in there and keep it out of the top window. And what must Taroona be feeling now? They've been here and seen this story a number of times before. They've had the better of this game today. They've had the better of the chances. They had the momentum. And once again, this Zebras team hit back. They just always find a way. And it's all still to play for with 17 minutes left now. Lucy Johnson, well, just in the couple of minutes leading up to that, she looked like the one who was going to spark them. She was the one who wanted the ball at her feet. She wanted to take this team on, will her side back into the contest. And from the moment that free kick was awarded, there was no doubt in her mind exactly what she was going to do. And she executed it spectacularly. And now it's Taroona who are being forced back in defence, and the Zebras with a corner. How quickly things can change. Lucy Johnson with one swing of that right foot has maybe changed this game. Maybe even the season, who knows? It's a massive 3 points up for grabs. Can the Zebras go on and claim them? Got a corner here and plenty of targets to pick out. Suddenly it's they who are sensing blood in the water. This one's crossed in, headed goalward. Smashed out of there though. Rebound will fall to Caitlin Roberts. It takes a moment and there's a player down, I think Tolman in the box, looking a little worse for wear. So fair play, Roberts just putting that one out of play. So the attention she needs. Gives a thumbs up, which is a good sign, I'd have thought. But a head knock there. St. Lisa Bremner's signalling. Stoppage. Tolman appears to be all right, which is good news. Play will eventually get back underway here. 15 minutes left. Formalities observed, and now we can get back into this manic final 15 minutes. Lily Holton robbing Roberts of it. Can she get behind O'Brien? Lily Holton, can she be the match winner for a side? It's O'Brien working back, still going. Deflected off Ponting and wide. Oh, very close. Maddie O'Brien, credit to her. She looked beat. She got back and impacted. Adeline Ayton now dancing about. She wanted to strike one goal with. That was charged down. Good defence from Georgia Bird getting a foot in. Going to come back though, because Lisa Bremner pounces upon her for the Pirates. Is she fouled there by Andy? She was. And a free kick going the way of Taroona. Grandstand finish coming up here on Anzac Day at North Hobart Oval. Beautiful day for football, and it's been an engaging contest, this one. Is there a late drama to come? Horgan chipping it dangerously into the box, headed gunwood. Mason should see it away from Tolman, but Tolman had the strength in the contest. Just let it get it too far away from her though, and Lucy Johnson pulled this game back to 1-1 and has been very good in her defensive work today. Another contest there. Ellie Dick throwing. Oh, I don't know that Roberts needed to put the foot in there. Could have just let that one roll behind for a goal kick. Instead, it's going to be a corner for Taroona. Ellie Dick will be the one to take, it seems. Zoe Horgan offering short, and they go for that option despite the fact that the Zebras had two players there. They cross it in. Skewed away only to the top of the box. Ayton gets a head on it. Mason rising high. Strength from Minstrel. Picked back up by Adeline Ayton. I know she's going to want to shoot, but Lucy McGregor not going to allow her that chance, and was perhaps expecting a run to come from Bremner. That never materialised. And it goes for a goal kick. Long left here. North Hobart. Tolman wins the header. Good work from her. A chance perhaps as this one smashed wide of the post. Deeper with a slightly unnecessary dive there. Ellie Crop firing that one off, but never had the direction it required. It's going to be another substitution here. It looks like Mia Kane is going to replace Ashley Tolman. Suspect is probably to do with the knock she copped at the other end there, Ashley Tolman. Well, a bit of a mixed bag for her today. Probably should have scored on a couple of occasions, but absolute wrecking ball down that wing.
Coming off number 11.
Powering past Zebras defenders all day.
Number 11, Melinda
on that final finish.
is number 2, Ashley Coleman.
Absolute star in attack for this team. It's certainly looking like one of the big difference makers in the competition this year is Ashley Tolman. So a good shift from her today. That's without perhaps the goal her play deserved. So just confirming that was Mia Kane coming on there. And then Shawari coming on at half time as Zoe Horgan robbed of the ball by Kayla Mason. Johnson to Burt. Now McGregor. McGregor closed down. They've really pressed well, this Taroona team. The midfield have made it hard for the Zebras to play out from the back, which we know they prefer to do. Johnson tried to flick it through for Undy. Did so successfully. Undy again linking up with Lucy Johnson. Would she be the match winner again? She's threaded this one through for Morris. She's just got Bremner ahead of her. Sarah Morris charging into the box. Cuts on the right. Sarah Morris over the bar. Well, it was almost 2-1 Zebras. Got that knack of doing it to Taroona. Will they do it again? I feel there could be a further twist in this tale just yet. Painter playing out from defence. Mason strong there. And Crop is now on this left-hand side with Kane popping up on the right. Mason again getting ahead to it. Into touch. We're into the final 10 minutes now of this Anzac Day Super League game. Adeline Ayton, will she exert her influence on the contest? Wants to change the play up. Morris was tracking back. Head up. It's a 50-50 between her and her opposite number Bremner. The two sixes combining out there. Steering it out of play for a Taroona throw. And Taroona are going to go to the bench again here. With Maeve Dunbabin set to come on here. Second one of the Dunbabin sisters there. Dunbabin is going to replace Ellie Dick. I was impressed with her. Ellie Dick, very good in defence. Really beaten. Centre back and left back showing her versatility, but a good shift from her today. Continues to impress this young Taroona defender. A leader at the back despite her young age. She's a real player of the future. Here's Bremner. Lisa Bremner has been buzzing about all day. She's charging into the box here. So Rachel Riddler did enough to come across and put it behind for a goal kick. Okay. That's something I haven't, and indeed that Lisa Bremner hasn't, because she was preparing to take the corner. Riddler's done very well indeed, it would seem. We head into the final straight here. This big game. Teams will want the 3 points. 1 point not really serving either of them particularly well. Be searching for the match winner, but how many willing bodies are out there? It's been pretty good pace to this game. It's a very long pitch. People are used to playing on. Will that impact things? When you see a few players just lagging a little. The pace has gone and sapped a little bit as the second half has worn on. There's still a few out there. Been subbed on with some fresh legs. They might be the ones who need to break this game open. Here's Lucy McGregor. McGregor across to Kayla Mason. So Zebras perhaps finishing the stronger of the two. Mason, she's always full of running. She delivers this one, but it's made by Dunbabin. Throw in from Mason. Holton couldn't quite track it. Now Roberts into the middle. Pass to the intended target of Burt. Now Crop looks to combine with Adeline Ayton. Tried to throw it through for Ellie Crop. Eventually will be worked to her there. And they've done Dunbabin. It's Lily Holton shooting it there for Ellie Crop to keep running. She beat a couple and then deflects off her. Behind it flows for another goal kick. Trying to do it all herself there. Ellie Crop a couple of times has been successful in doing so, but it's Tough to beat the entirety of the defensive unit of the Zebras. 1-1 the score. 6 minutes left in regulation. Roberts out to Mason. Now O'Brien steering this one away. Dave Dunbabin up against Lucy Johnson. It was Marion Dunbabin who came across and won the header though. Kayla Mason was strong, 2 players attacking it. There's 8 and they work it forwards for Undy. 1v1 with Melinda Minstrel. She wanted some support from Lucy Johnson, just asked a bit too much of her there. A little bit tired Lucy Johnson, and that was a bit too much of a task. Probably deserved a free kick there, Sarah Morris, or Alyssa Bowden, sorry. And she'll get it. Whilst Johnson might not have the legs to take off in too many more sprints, I'm pretty confident she's got the ability to smash in a good free kick, as we saw with the leveller. Always a threat from the dead ball, and I reckon she'll be trying to put this one around about 6-yard box. She curls it to the back post. It's a dangerous looking ball, headed away. Who can pounce? Bremner doesn't really clear the area. Bert's volley deflects behind, and it'll be another corner. 4.5 left in regulation. 1-1 the score. Sarah Morris with the corner. Cracking finish in prospect here between these two sides. Morris with the corner. Swings it to the back post, headed off the line. I reckon that was going in too. A crucial intervention there in the end. Morris's corner, teasing effort. It wasn't far away. Yeah, that's sneaking in at the back post. Very nicely done there in defence. Had to make that stop. Take it short. Adeline Roberts tries to kill it near post. Repelled to Adeline Ayton, who's surrounded but weaves away out of trouble and drops it off for Lily Holton. They're a long way from where they want to be though. Holton and Ayton. They've coughed it up to Lucy Johnson. He gives it to Bowden, who drops it back to the Bat Van Villen. Into the middle for Lucy McGregor. She's got Burt to her right, Johnson as well. They would be able to get a hold of that one though, as it goes behind him. Lucy Johnson a little bit of cramp there. And the dying embers of this one now. Can either team steal it late? Or are we going to have first draw between these sides that we've seen in the past year and a bit? Zebras continually found a way to do it. They have a late win in them today, or will Taroona finally get the monkey off their back? Passing like that from Ayton, they won't. Just overhitting that one for Kane. There's definitely some tired bodies out there. So it's been an enjoyable game here this afternoon at North Hobart Oval. The conditions. This one's volleyed into the middle. Bowden gave it to Mason. There for Maeve Dunbabin, who saved that goal on the goal line moments ago. Defensive act side there. Zoe Horgan trying to make some inroads down the left. Drifting inside. Back was Kayla Mason. And he's boxed her out in the end. Painter sets it out in front of Lisa Bremner. Still a willing runner. She chases it down, but the blazed away there. Just needed a little bit more composure in that moment. To the time starting to become an enemy now. Low drew pass for Burt to Riddler. Back to windscreens O'Brien, who steers it wide. Bremner was in there. Direct ball in the middle of the park is easily chopped off by Dunbabin. Across to Minstrel. Now Adeline Ayton. Lovely ball from Ayton, springing Kane in behind. That was delightful stuff. What can young Mia Kane do? She's into the box, but Riddler comes across and puts it behind for a corner. A minute to go and a corner opportunity for the Pirates. Pass that was from Aiton to Spring Kane. Just had to hold her run a little, wait for some support to come in the middle. Ellie Crop to deliver. Fills it in. Minstrel was there overhead. Might fall for Aiton! Another corner. It's going just wide, but Roberts, to be sure, not far away from what could have been a 90th minute winner for Madeline Aiton. You can't give her this much time and space in the box. Someone needs to get near her. Full volley. It's probably just creeping wide, but Roberts couldn't be sure. Did the right thing, puts it behind. Another corner for Taroona. Held in to the mixer. Aiton got ahead to it. It spills to the back post. Minstrel's after it. She tracked it down. Scrapping away with Georgia Bird as Melinda Minstrel. Showed good strength. Last touch is off a Zebra. Not cleared into the middle for Crop. Denied again. Ponting with the save. A quick reaction one. Crop's still in there. Eventually it rolls back, but what a chance that was. Ellie Crop to prove match winner. And it was well saved in the end. By Ponting straight out of though. That could be the last chance. Well, the Pirates gone begging. Is there on the other way? Really good defence this from Lisa Bremner. Showing great strength to hold off two defenders, and now they're charging after the win here. Horgan slides it in behind. Has Holden got anything left to give? She looks exhausted and the flag was raised for offside. And it's fair to say that the Taroona team on the fans rather on the sidelines, they're not overly appreciative of that decision. Flag went up. Now travelled 91 minutes in this one. And that will be full time here at North Hobart Oval. Round 5 of the Women's Super League comes to a conclusion with a 1-1 draw. There's another classic between these two teams. They always have very even battles, and once again we saw it today. Taroona might have felt they should have put this game to bed with some of the chances they had early in that second half, but they left the door ajar. And Lucy Johnson, as she does, went bang from distance, a stunning free kick. And it ends 1-1 here in the first of our double-header at North Hobart. Taroona and the Zebras 1-1. Following this one, we've got the Anzac commemoration ceremony. And then it is going to be the Zebras and the Warriors in the NPL. I'll leave you with the goals from this one and be back with the second game of the doubleheader very shortly.
This is Mark.
Okay.
Is he getting? Yeah.
Window beats the keeper, all ends up, and we're back on terms with 18 minutes to play. Well, she did it on the opening night.